Welcome back to Why We Buy It. I apologize for my voice. I have been a little bit under the weather. But today we want to talk about Noble and his little booties adventure.
Because we're getting that time of year, right? It's December, we're into winter, the snow's starting to fall, people are spreading out salt and sand and the like, and his paws are especially sensitive to salt.
Oh,
so we've used a number of different booties over the years to try and take care of them during the winter months, and we're going to rate them from the worst to the best. Now, the three kinds of booties we're using are...
His socks.
We got the socks with the contour
grip.
pad, the grip pads.
The balloon shoes.
Yeah, the rubber balloon galoshes, basically. And then the hardcore...
Rubber booties.
Full rubber booties with the Velcro straps.
And Noble already ran away because I'll tell you right now, he absolutely hates any type of thing on his feet.
Yeah, he's looking at us like he doesn't trust us right now. He's like, why are you grabbing all the booties? What's going on? It's too early to go for my walk. I don't want to wear them. I don't want to wear them. But we'll begin with the worst of the three.
Okay. It's the worst now, but when he was a puppy, this was probably the easiest thing we could get on his feet without like him putting up too much of a fuss. And the purpose of us buying him the socks was because it kept his paws warm. Yeah. So what I would essentially do is put this underneath like one of the balloon shoes. So
if it was a really salty day or something, that's what we do. But on just a day where it's a little bit cold, we just throw the socks on them. And then the good thing about the socks is that they're very easy to throw into the wash with your regular laundry. Yeah. And they come out relatively clean. The other good thing about the socks is because they're a little bit higher up on the ankle, they don't generally slip off, right? Yeah. Sometimes those booties, especially when they're puppies, you can't find them small enough to really grip on. They end up falling off.
But when they get wet, like it's just it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's pointless once they're wet. So they're not good in the snow. They're pointless in the snow. Yeah. You can only really use them as like a sock, so to speak, underneath like maybe the big boot kind of thing. Yeah. But the socks we don't use it anymore. No. We really don't. No. There's no purpose for it. It's just something we have laying around still because we've had them for so long. But it also shows you that they do last quite some time.
Yeah, because they're still in mint condition.
Yeah, and we've gone through many of the rubber boots, and we've gone through a couple of different pairs of the hard rubber boots, right? Yeah. So the socks at least last. So you can give them that. But do we suggest them? No. No, not really. No. The second best one is probably not what you're expecting, right?
The second best one for us is the rubber boots. Yeah. Now, they work very well. It does protect him from really negative temperatures, and it does protect him from the salt. However, these are such a pain in the butt to put on.
They're a pain in the ass to put on. They do have a tendency in some cases to slip off depending on what the dog's doing while you're taking them for a walk. Yeah. They don't really last. I mean, Velcro is okay, but generally the connection points for the straps tends to be one of the first things that goes, right?
Right. It's just like it's okay. It's okay. But
and there are lots of different models on the market. We've gone through a few of them. Yeah. We haven't found any that are significantly better than others,
or any that are really easy to put on. And the weird thing is with Noble's what, anywhere between 21 to 25 pounds, so he's a medium-sized dog
according to the majority of these.
Yeah, but he wears an extra small size shoe.
So it's something we would suggest that even if you intend to buy them, say online from Amazon or something like that, I would say go into a pet store first. Try a few different booties on your dog.
Because they will allow you to try them on.
Yeah, you can try them on to see what actually fits them, because we made the mistake of buying the medium booties the first time because that's what they suggest.
He was just slipping out of them constantly.
25-pound dog. Yeah. And then we went into a store and they were like, no, your dog has like extra small paws. Regardless of size, he's got extra small feet. So the small version is what actually fits him. Yeah. But whether you get them the right size or not, they don't necessarily fit well. They are a bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah. It's really a two-person job. You can do it with one, but you're just going to be frustrated by the time you go for your walk. So it's great protection. It's great for big snowfalls.
It's probably the best shoe for negative temperatures. For extreme negative temperatures.
Extremely negative temperatures and heavy snowfalls where people are putting in a lot of salt, a lot of sand to really protect their paws. But 99% of the time in Toronto, at least, because we don't get a lot of snow here, we do get some frigid temperatures, and people do tend to use a lot of salt.
You get a lot of ice,
right? Are the rubber boots.
Oh yeah.
As simple as these are, it's part of what makes them great.
Can I say, like, when I first saw these on people's dogs, I was like, really? Like, these look so flimsy.
Look so cheap. Like, it's like you hate your dog.
Right. It's like they look awkward. But these have been a game changer. And one, I can put them on myself because I don't struggle nearly as much as I ever did with these things.
Yeah.
So if it's just like Noble and I going for a walk, I'm like, okay, come here, buddy. Like, let's put these on. He only complains when we're at home when I put these on, but I guarantee you any dog that, puts booties on, I'm not going to like them, like when they first put them on.
When you first put them, they hate it.
Yeah. When he goes outside, Noble is extremely thankful for these, and he almost acts like a little puppy again when he has these on, when there's salt on the ground. So I am a big, big fan of these, and they're cheap.
Yeah, they're dirt cheap. Generally, when you buy them, you don't buy them in sets of 4. Like,
No.
you buy them in sets of 16 kind of thing. They come in large quantity packages because they do
They'll
get ripped
tear.
up, right?
Yeah.
They do get ripped up. I mean, if your dog's got even sharp nails, it's probably going to rip through them a few times. But they're so cheap, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And they're so easy to put on. You'll find yourself putting them on in days where maybe you should have put these on if you had them, but you wouldn't want to.
No.
Right? You kind of look outside and think, well, it's not that bad. Doesn't need.
Or we're not going to go out for a long time.
Yeah, it doesn't need the booties today. But then your dog steps in some salt, and they're irritated the whole rest of the day because of it.
Yeah.
Whereas with the booties, the slightest bit of weather, you're like, I'll just toss the booties on just in case, because you're not really worried about the hassle of putting them on. And if they wreck, who cares?
Yeah.
Right? You just buy some more because they're that cheap. So they are by far the #1 option for us, and they're also the easiest on the dog. Right? They're the ones they feel the least.
Yeah.
Because once they're on, right? They're the easiest to get on, so they're not struggling the whole time that you're putting them on. I mean, some dogs are different. Some dogs don't mind.
Yeah, I found with these ones, like, Noble kept trying to, like, kick them off.
Yeah,
any chance he got,
scratch them against something.
Or he would try and, like, rub himself up against a bush, and he'd be like, just push his leg up, and I'm like, oh my god, buddy, like, let's just continue this walk. He was so irritated with these things. But with these, it's like, once he goes outside, he's like, okay. He's like, you know what? These aren't that bad.
Yeah, but like we said, all 3 have their place, right? All 3 have their place. If you live in an area that doesn't have much snow, it just gets a little cold at times, this might be
enough.
This might be the best thing for you to get because it takes care of them as far as the cold goes, right? This has less protection against cold, but the greatest protection against salt and sand, which Toronto has a ridiculous problem
Way too much,
right? We use a lot of salt and sand here, so it's great to have these because we don't get that cold that often.
Not anymore.
But if you live somewhere like Winnipeg or anywhere in Alberta, right? Those kind of areas where it's a lot of snow, a lot of cold days, maybe this is what you're going to have to go with. Even though it's a pain, you're probably going to be using this more often than not because of the weather there. So think of where you're located, think of what the weather's like, and what's going to be best for both you and your dog, because if you find this to be too much of a pain in the ass to put on, or let's say you live by yourself and it's just you and your dog, and this is really, like we said, a 2-person job, then you might find yourself finding reasons not to put them on, and then the dog suffers as a result of it. So figure out what's best for you. Like we said, regardless of your dog's size, go in and get them checked out to see what size they should actually wear if you're going to buy something like this. And even the rubbers come in different sizes, so it's good to know what actually fits your dog and what's going to be best for them.
Yeah, because you don't want them slipping out of it, like, randomly.
Noble, come here. Come here, buddy. Come here.
This is how much he hates them.
Come here. Come on up. Come on up. He's gonna hide behind mommy because I'm the one holding the booty. But honestly, once they're on, he's out walking around.
He's okay.
He's happy when that time comes. So don't let your dog sucker you into thinking they hate them completely, because they'll be glad once they're out there. If you guys haven't subscribed yet,
please do. And do these work for you?
Okay.
Is it maybe easier for you guys than us? I don't know. That's our struggle. But as always, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let us know what you do with your dog.
Yeah. Bye. Till next time.